right, MP, you ready?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Coming up next, the Cavaliers. It's time for the NBA. Live on and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at the three, the small forward. Now Williams following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Now on against Williams. Puts up a three. MP grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They're getting their first look at the season at the Nets in this one.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they drop the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
That's good by Mitchell.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Johnson outside. It's Thomas on the wing. That shot off the mark. Good D by Mitchell. Inside, here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Do you not love that by any means necessary attitude from Jared Allen, able to finish through the contact?
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Too open that time made it look too easy.
Arguably the most dangerous weapon in D'Angelo Russell's arsenal. This guy is a problem for the defense.
MP against Russell. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. MP dishes to Allen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mitchell. And again, it's Cleveland.
Wow, splash it in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin, and there's a lot of reasons why you begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
Here's MP after the basket by Brooklyn. Off with the layup. Outside Thomas. Johnson outside. Misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Allen, that's good.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Bounce pass from Williams. Russell from long range.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
MP, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 7. Outside Thomas. Outside Russell. Axton a screen on MP. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got his second bucket tonight.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick-and-roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Down low. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. That's to Claxton. And stolen by Mobley. To the paint. That's good from Allen on the assist by MP. And it's 9 points for Allen.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Now Johnson takes a 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
To the inside. Claxton with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Russell. Finished off the break. 7 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And Allen with the slam.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now, here's Thomas. Boy, he was something else against Boston. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Mobley misses. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 7. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Now, here's MP. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful.
With some changes. Max Strus is checked in for Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Hunter. And Wang subbed in for Ty Jerome. And a new group in for the Nets. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. Martin's checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Wang. Drives to the hoop. MP powers through the contact inside.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Max Strus is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Allen. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. It's Martin on the wing. Down low, here's Watford. And the rejection by MP. High post Allen. The shake. MP, no good. Nets trail by 3. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
To the inside. Here's Allen. That's tipped.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Pass to Watford. Fires the 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
To the paint. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Once Jared Allen gets rolling, this guy will keep the pressure on. He wants to be great.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Johnson can't get it to go.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Wang the pass to Allen. Back to MP. Mitchell outside. Allen with the screen for MP. Just 4 to shoot. It's good. Allen's got 15 points.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
MP against Melton. Pass to Sharp. Nets passing it around. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the Nets another 3.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Wang the pass to Allen. MP right side. MP gets the job done inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Johnson. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. Pass to Martin. Here's Watford. Now here's Melton. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific report.
Jared Allen getting open off the screen and roll, such a big target.
And here's Melton. 7 points in the game. Pass to Martin. Now here's Melton. Sharp with a screen on MP. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. Different look now for Cleveland. Evan Mobley's checked in for Max Strus. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Allen, a screen on Thomas. In the corner, it's Hunter. Mobley, the pass to Jerome. Mobley sets the pick for MP. Loads it up there for Mobley. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Looking now at some numbers for Jarrett Allen.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Just 2 to shoot. And that one drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Okay, Jarrett Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by MP.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Russell with him. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Johnson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
MP kicks to Mobley. And he stays with it. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
Williams finds Thomas. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
When I look at Brooklyn, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded together as a team, it's been impressive. And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jared Allen in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
The Nets with the lead. Setting the floor for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Angelo Russell out there with Thomas, and it's Williams at the three. Mitchell, this is to MP. MP taking flight.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And here are the Nets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the last game of their very short three-game road tour. Williams scanning the floor. And the three off target. The Cavaliers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Green by Allen. MP passes to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Thomas. Nets passing it around. Johnson kicks to Russell. Tries it from the top of the key. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
MP, no good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And Cleveland making a change here. Garland's checked in.
Darius Garland.
And we're about a minute and a half here in. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Mobley. Wang, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Got a piece of it. Isaac Okoro out there with Wade. Then there's Wang. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Jerome and a point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Brooklyn leading by 15. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Okoro finds MP. Clock at 6. Back to Okoro, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Martin dishes to Johnson. Takes the 3. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside, Martin. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Okoro. Here's Wang. MP keeping his balance right there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Johnson. Cavaliers with the rebound. Wang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Inside, Wade. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Wang's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Melton. To the inside. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Wang, and the rebound goes to Martin. Nets leading by 14. On the wing, Melton. Pass to Sharp. Over MP. Johnson for 3. Wang pulls it in. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for Isaac Okoro. And Hunter subbed in for Ty Jerome. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Williams comes in for Martin. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Russell in for DeAnthony Melton. Williams finds Thomas. Johnson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Nets lead by 15.
Oh, so good in catch and shoot. Cam Johnson has sweet mechanics.
To the paint. MP against Russell. Mobley a screen on Russell. The drive by MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the defense tries to collapse on MP's drive, but he just refuses to back out.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
To the middle. Here's Allen. And the rejection by Claxton. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team would...
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.